They thought for sure she's stage 4 and terminal. And so they image her and they find out that she had been completely stable. Her cancer, which was rapidly growing to this big 8 centimeter tumor, had suddenly completely stabilized on the ivermectin horse
Even
paste.
even though she was on a very, let me just, I don't know, an undisciplined protocol. She wasn't following your
Exactly.
protocol. She was self-medicating.
Exactly. She was self-medicating, wasn't sure about the dose, and was just doing it because, her mother-in-law told her about my research and my work. And so the oncologists were pretty shocked. They thought, wow, look, the disease is completely stable. Now, of course, she still had cancer, but it hadn't spread. It hadn't become stage 4 yet. And so they put her on an oncology protocol, and within a few months, she was cancer free. Her tumors had disappeared completely. And this is one thing I wanted to mention earlier. I got a little bit sidetracked, but I wanted to mention earlier that the best results I see are in patients who take a combination of ivermectin, fenbendazole, and chemotherapy, some kind of chemotherapy or immunotherapy. So most of my patients actually, they still do the chemotherapy, they still do the immunotherapy, they still take the mainstream oncology protocol, but they add ivermectin to it, they add fenbendazole to it. And what ivermectin is known to do, this is from preclinical research, is it sensitizes cancer cells to chemo. It actually reverses cancer cells' resistance to chemotherapy. So in some cancers, the cancers actually become resistant to chemo, and it's called multi-drug resistance. And ivermectin has an ability to interact with these drug-resistant proteins and actually reverse drug resistance of cancer cells so that they do become sensitized, more sensitive to cancer cell killing agents like chemotherapy, even radiation therapy. It is also a radiosensitizer as well. And so the fact that she had been taking this paste, for 3 months or so, not only stopped the tumor growth and tumor from spreading, but it actually sensitized her tumor so that when her oncologist at MD Anderson went in with the chemo, the tumors just melted away to nothing, and she's been cancer free now for 2 years. Now imagine 36 years old, mother of four, pancreatic cancer,